Well, I was really proud of the team last night. Great victory for us. We did so many things well, and everything that we had really worked on defensively gave us a chance to win the game. And that's a really good offensive team that Missouri has, and they played a great game. So really happy to get that victory. We clearly didn't handle the end of the game as well as we'd like to, and I really think that will improve with some time spent on that. So we need to give our players a chance to work on that and practice some, and I believe that will improve. Every time we work on something with this group, they improve. So Texas A&M is a very difficult team for us to play. They are well coached, have explosive athleticism, really can be dynamic offensively and defensively, can really turn the pressure up defensively. Turn their conference opener with Vanderbilt around with a really strong full court press, which we struggled with a little bit of pressure last night at times. So we'll have to bring our full attention to practice these next couple of days and see if we can put in some great preparation and try to earn a victory over Texas A&M. It'll be a tough game.
The issues that Michaela was having in the few games leading up to this one that you talked about a little bit last night, were those things that were going on with her, or things that other teams were sort of doing to her? Or
Well, certainly both. I think it was what teams were doing to her affected her. And she wants to win so badly. She loves her team. She loves Kentucky. She really wants her senior season to be special. And that desire and that hunger and that just burning desire she had in her heart for that to happen started going down the wrong way. She started looking at everything on, what if we don't do this? What if we can't get this done? What if this doesn't happen? Projecting into the future instead of really dealing with what's right in front of you. And that's how are they playing you? Let's get our head into this one and figure out how to solve that instead of, only going with the heart and feeling our way through it. We really had to think our way through it. And so, to her credit, she did that. She listened. She was coachable. Everybody's trying to play underneath her. She has not been shooting the three. What we've always known with Michaela is repetition is her greatest friend when it comes to threes. So if you think last year she had a real slump there, and we got back into the gym, and she really started shooting it better at the end of the year. So you think again, I'm just telling you what reality is. Exam week, trying to focus in, getting that done, not a bunch of time in the gym, and that is the way it is. 5 days off at Christmas, quick turnarounds there. So now we're back on a schedule. We will get threes up every day outside of practice, and she's ready to do that. So she'll come around, but just last night, she had the kind of attitude we needed, and she attacked them in a technical fashion that allowed her to be successful. So it was how teams played her and then how she reacted to it, and she did a much better job with it last night because they played her exactly how everybody's been trying to play her.
she said she met with you for breakfast, I think, or something. You guys just talked about stuff that wasn't basketball. How often are you doing that with her, and why is that sort of stuff important with her?
Well, she has a huge heart, and so she needs connection with people. She doesn't just need, stats and facts. And so we spent a lot of time during her suspension trying to talk to her, during that time about what kind of person she wanted to be, what kind of direction she wanted to take in her life. And, I was able, during that time, I thought we connected. I was able to share some real screw-ups I've had in my life and struggles that I had as a young person and why I didn't want her to go down some of the roads that I went down and had to learn some tough lessons. And so ever since that time, we've had a strong connection. And I know when she's struggling that she needs that. She needs some time where we can just spend and talk. And it was good for both of us. Because, listen, both of us are love Kentucky and are motivated for this to be a great season. And we have had such a tough schedule up to now. We just have to stay the course, but we're not going to do well if we're all not thinking clearly and doing what we need to do. We've just got to really stay focused, and so it was a good meeting for us.
addition to Michaela, Evelyn, obviously, the two seniors have sort of been a steadying force with all the injuries, lineup changes. Just talk about how important they both are to this team.
Well, when we win, it seems like either one of them has a really big game or both of them have a collective game like last night. 30 points or so between both of them, and really made some winning plays. Both of them did. So they're important to us. They're really important to us. Our other players are in unfamiliar roles. So it's a big difference between what Taylor's expected of her from her freshman to sophomore year. Macy's probably in a more similar role, but shouldering a little bit more of the burden that maybe was a void when Janae left. And Alyssa's certainly in a different role. So everybody is, whether they were here last year and played or not, everybody's sort of in an unfamiliar role. And those two seniors can help steady us when they do their job. And both of them have to stay focused and be our emotional leaders. And like last night, I thought Evelyn started trying to go get a little bit down because of a couple things that happened, and she just has promised that she's not going to do that, and I had to remind her during the game. Those two have to be making plays, smiling, having fun, because it just settles everybody else down and gives them confidence that they can do their job. So they're very important to us.
Is that why you called her over before that timeout? You specifically called her over to talk to her?
I can't remember what happened, but it was a negative play that went against us, or we weren't doing anything, and she's walking off the court, and that look comes on her face, and we have to hustle off the court and hustle on the court, and we got to play with an edge at all times, and we just cannot give in to negativity. Like I said in the press conference last night, we just have too many kids that get down too quickly because they feel like they're letting down, and you just cannot have that mentality. You've got to assess the play. If I made a mistake in the dead ball, see if I can fix it there, but you got to keep going, and we just don't have enough time to mess around with going, thinking about our personal sorrows and things. We've got to get going here, and so that is exactly what I was telling her. And, I try not to yell and scream at her because that doesn't do a great job. But, I mean, she's got to know. She's got to step up here and be energy for us and enthusiasm. And we're all having a better time when she and Epps are making plays and got smiles on their faces.
Mackenzie looked like she was still struggling with that mask, getting used to the mask. Is that something the medical staff says she's going to have to continue to wear?
I think we're trending out of it. I'm not sure. I'll have to on all the list of our ailments right now. I have not talked to Courtney yet about that today. I do know that is not going to be permanent throughout the rest of the season. So she will get out of that, and it's uncomfortable, but I think she's doing a good job handling it. Her 1-3 last night was a 2-point game. She made 1-3. You just got to look at it that way. Everybody. She made a 3. Poffenberger made a 3. Jada had 5 points. You just got to look at your time out there is so important for us collectively as a team. And your stat line may not look like a big deal, but every single possession for us is important, and everybody's contribution is important. So we'll just continue to work with her, and she's battling through that. It's just a big piece of plastic mashed into your face, and it's just not the way any of us grew up playing basketball and learning how to play the game. So it is uncomfortable, but you credit her for getting out there and contributing to the victory last night, and just really proud of the team for finding a way to win.
Taylor Spanky still on the road to recovery?
On the road to recovery. We're just, it's just everything's lined up nicely. We've got it braced, and it's healing every day, and so hopefully that's another thing that we've just got to hang on here and find ways to win games until we really hit our stride. I don't think we've really at any point in time this year just played a masterful 40-minute game against any of the opponents that you're going to have to beat to be the team that you want to be. And so Taylor's basically out there certainly not as comfortable as she would be if her, Pinky weren't injured. So we're just going to keep battling, but that's trending in the right direction, and hopefully, in the next couple weeks or so that brace will be off and she'll be back full speed. But she's doing a great job right now too. So we're all a little banged up, but that's all right. They're great kids. They work hard. They have great attitudes. They get down on themselves too easily, and we got to try to fix that. And that's all part of growing up and becoming the person they can be. But they're doing a good job right now.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. We got TV on Sunday? What have we got?
SEC Network. Courtney Lyle, Tamika Catchings,
Not the plus.
and China Roberts.